we play a game.
Whether it be a nuclear strike, famine, or even an Ebola breakout. When the food shortages run deep, the only way to survive is to prepare in advance. Weaponizing nature. You know, in the past, the military has weaponized mosquitoes, fleas, possibly ticks, and we all know where the drone technology and robotics is actually going. In 1955, there was an operation called Operation Big Buzz. It infected the state of Georgia with an immense amount of over 300,000 mosquitoes that was deployed on the unknowing citizens. This was a field test to determine the feasibility of producing, storing, infecting, and loading munitions and dispersing them from an aircraft, and to determine whether or not the mosquitoes would survive the deployment or not, and how effective it would be in infecting the locals. In September of 1954, Operation Big Itch was a success. The series of tests was done at Dungway Proving Grounds in Utah. These tests were to verify also the feasibility of fleas. The E-class bombs could be retrofitted to house these fleas, and the E-23 could hold up to 200,000 fleas. And at one point, one of these bombs failed, and actually the crew got attacked by all of those fleas. In 1956, the U.S. Army Chemical Corps conducted Operation Dropkick, which was another deployment of mosquitoes and the validity of basically biological warfare in different methods. The area affected was again Savannah, Georgia. Also in 1958, the Corps also released 600,000 mosquitoes in Avon Park, Florida. All of these tests were designed to test how effective and by what means of delivery were possible for ultimately what we call now biological warfare. Additionally, Operation Mayday was an expanding test in Savannah, Georgia to assess the information about the dispersal of yellow fever mosquitoes in an urban area. The mosquitoes were released from a ground level device and then recovered using traps baited with dry ice. Now, we're really not sure how effective that baiting was. Let's talk about the good news in weaponizing nature. The good news about mosquitoes is this is just one small example of how they could be used for good. In 2017, a story broke by Nature, an international weekly journal of science, which males were infected by a certain bacteria. This bacteria would make it so when they mated with a female, the eggs produced by the female would not hatch, hence they would be sterile. This particular deployment method was used in Florida and California and throughout the world, even Germany. So as we reflect, fleas, ticks, mosquitoes can all be weaponized. Nature can be weaponized. However, with the new drone technology that we're dealing with these days, it is far easier to have thousands of drones or hundreds of thousands of drones. As we can see with drone technology, 100,000, 200,000 drones going after a singular target, of course, it is going to be very successful. And look at the size of these things. They are deadly. They can be programmed facial recognition and dropped in an area unsuspecting to whomever they're after. There's also robotics being used to the tiniest element, to where we're trying to make robot flies and robot mosquitoes, even birds, butterflies. It's pretty endless with this technology that we're at today. So tell me down in the comments, what do you think about this technology and even weaponizing nature in general? How deadly do you think it is? Please like and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.